Kiama Municipal Council have been given state funding for the Kiama Boardwalk project. The project is located between Minnamurra in the north and Kiama Downs in the south. The project is located alongside Riverside Drive, with Minnamurra Township to the east, comprising the golf course area as you can see, residential streets and dwellings. The site is located between the golf course and mangroves to the east, along with the Minnamurra estuary beyond. Current uses of the site include fishing, boating, walking and bird watching, with Riverside Drive used by cyclists and vehicles. The objectives of the project are to provide safe access for pedestrians and cyclists who would otherwise be utilising Riverside Drive to the east. This access will be between the footpath at Minnamurra and the bicycle path at Kiama Downs. Additionally, the path will provide improved amenity for local people and small-scale tourism opportunities. The fly-through will now turn around and go back at ground level from south to north. This will provide an indication of how it would be to walk on the boardwalk. Note that this layer is indicative only. The path starts at the existing bike track, heads down a concrete path to the boardwalk structure, with a retaining wall located to the east, prior to the path entering the boardwalk at this point. The boardwalk is lined up closely with existing mangroves to provide the user with the experience of the mangroves without actually impacting on their integrity. The boardwalk in the imagery is identified as having a white decking and white handrail. Note that these are indicative and subject to inputs from the community feedback. However, the decking does need to be permeable and light penetrating to allow light to reach the aquatic environment below. The boardwalk at this point is an elevated structure. There is the potential to attach the boardwalk to the existing retaining wall to the east, but this could impact on the integrity of the existing road. The boardwalk at this point is located above the water. This helps to reduce the ecological impacts associated with the clearing of mangroves, and also ensures that the boardwalk doesn't interact with the adjacent retaining wall, which needs to be further investigated to ensure its structural stability. In this area between sections 2 and 3, the boardwalk cuts through the mangroves in an area where it is generally less dense, with the boardwalk then returning to land and potentially a concrete footpath located on top of an existing retaining wall. There's likely to be a handrail on the western side for pedestrian safety and a guardrail on the eastern side to eliminate conflict between the road and the path. There is also a wider footprint here that could potentially be used for formalised parking or other complementary uses, which will be subject to community feedback. At this point, the user is again close to the mangroves and existing structures such as the power pole, which will need to be considered for relocation. As the path travels north, it is likely to briefly transition back to an elevated structure around the fig tree. This is to protect the fig tree roots, ensure that they're not impacted, whilst also maintaining the integrity of the footpath. At this point, the path travels between the existing road and retaining wall. There is a handrail on the retaining wall side and a guardrail on the road side. Further geotechnical investigations are required to understand the integrity of the retaining wall. From this point onwards, the alignment opens out and there's adequate space for further recreational uses, with an area of high amenity associated with the existing trees and vegetation. There is also an existing car park to service the alignment. The next stages of this project will comprise detailed design, environmental assessment and approvals associated with associated community consultation.